I think there's a big potential for a surprise because that had been the consensus for the last 3 months or so, that Le Pen would win the first round and lose the second round. The reality now is that there's 4 candidates that are all within the margin of error to each other. And that is because, precisely as you said, about 30% of voters haven't fully made up their mind. And so she could win the first round, or she could not be in the second round at all. This is even a possibility at this stage, and that is completely unprecedented in the French system anyway, and that creates a lot of uncertainty. I don't think there is any consensus right now in terms of who we're going to see. Anything goes, pretty much. Yes, I mean among these 4 candidates.
Really?
Anything could
so
happen.
Even the communists might win.
Well, he's not a communist. He's a far left candidate, supported among others by the communists. But he's getting huge momentum, and you see this in the official polls. But you see this on social media. This candidate Mélenchon that we're talking about is getting supporters from absolutely across the political spectrum, and he's clearly managed to tap into a sentiment that the others didn't address.
What would happen if he won? What would the market reaction be?
I think the market reaction would not be pretty. Number one, because it would be a huge surprise. I mean, he's literally come out of nowhere. Nobody on the markets or anywhere was paying any attention until 2 weeks ago. And secondly, because his program is, in practice, as incompatible with EU or Euro membership as Marine Le Pen's program. And on top of that, he's very anti-capitalist, anti-corporates. So I wouldn't expect a positive market reaction at all.
So is the most pro-capitalist candidate Macron, or at least between Le Pen and the far left candidate, Macron is more mainstream, more conventional? Should we greet, if we like the markets and like the private sector, should we be hoping for him, or should?
I think either Macron or Fillon are mainstream pro-market candidates.
Yeah. Well, what was Hollande?
Hollande was trying to carry the Socialist Party with him. No, I think he was he was probably personally pro-market, but he was elected on a platform that finances the enemy and that kind of stuff, and so he had a hard time carrying the Socialist Party with him, and now they're rebelling. What's
the bigger election for markets here?
You mean between UK and France? Yeah. I would say absolutely France. I mean, the UK is about really how wide a majority is Theresa May going to get. That's the only question. France is really about the future of Europe. Is France going to stay in Europe, be an active partner, help strengthen it, or is it going to get on a path of leaving Europe and making it blow up?
The UK started that path, and they were the first domino.
I wouldn't think of it as a domino, and France is a founding member. So that's UK was late to the party, always a bit on the periphery. I think it would have a very profoundly different impact.
Turkey?
Turkey seems to have decided that it will no longer court EU membership, so...
They can't... Can you imagine Turkey without the death penalty? If they join the EU, there's no death penalty, right?
No, I think it's clear after this referendum and the rhetoric since then that the president has decided that that was no longer a priority for him. And frankly, I think it's very sad from many respects because Turkey was the one shining example of sort of Muslim democracy, and now seems to be going the other way. But from the standpoint of Europe, it might actually simplify the domestic political debate in a lot of countries, because a lot of politicians are not, we're never thrilled about the idea of Turkey joining.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.